Assalamu alaikum class. How are you all?
वालेकुम अस्सलाम।
Okay. In the last lecture, we were discussing about letter writing and we also discussed some types of the letter. Before moving towards another types of the letter, I want all of you to tell me what are the components of a letter. Okay, Mohsin, आप बताएं. What are the main components of a letter?
मैम लेटर हेड होता है उसका स्टैंडर्ड
Hmm.
नेम जिसे हम कहते हैं और डेट हमें डालनी पड़ती है
Hmm.
एंड फिर रिसिपिएंट नेम होता है जो
Hmm.
सेंडर होता है उसका नाम वगैरह होता है और बॉडी होती है उसकी।
Hmm. After that, Abdullah Saqib, after body.
मैम योर सिंसियरली और जो कुछ रिटर्न हम नाम लिखते हैं और उसके बाद में जो हमारा जो फुल डिटेल्ड इंफॉर्मेशन होती है वो लिखनी होती
ठीक है. And what are other components which are not compulsory but optional? Shajil.
मैम एनक्लोजर्स होते हैं और अगर
Af-
हमने कोई फाइल अटैच की हो तो वो हम साथ मेंशन कर देते हैं
hmm.
और उसके बाद अगर
Okay. Intisar, tell me about the subject line. Intisar. Okay, Anas, you tell me about the subject line. Can you hear me all?
यस मैम।
Ji. Sami, are you here? Ji, Sami, kindly on your mic and tell me what is the subject line.
यस मैम।
Ji. What is the subject line?
अस्सलाम
Walaikum Assalam.
मैम सब्जेक्ट लाइन में मतलब जो पर्पस होता है लेटर का वो डिफाइन करते हैं फ्यू वर्ड्स में।
Okay. Few words. What do you mean by few words? Words, phrases, or clauses?
नहीं मतलब एक ये छोटा सा सेंटेंस जिसमें पूरा एक जिसको से कहते हैं ना समरी हो।
So it would be a phrase, group of words.
यस काइंड ऑफ यस
And
काइंड ऑफ।
where we can write the subject in the letter.
मैम शुरू में मतलब एक जो मतलब एक ये पूरा वो ऊपर सेंडर एड्रेस और उसके बाद डेट और उसके बाद उसके नीचे।
Between salutation and the first paragraph of the body, we write the
यस
subject.
यस यस
In the
यस 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 एग्जैक्टली।
some of the letters, you can see that they have written the subject line before the salutation. So both formats are accurate. You can write the salutation sorry, you can write the subject before salutation and after salutation. Wherever you want to write, both are correct. Okay, so we were discussing about the format of the letter, and we also discussed about some types of the letter like complaint letter, and apology or adjustment letter. So main types of the letter are two: inquiry letter when you ask some information, or informative letter when you give information. So these are the two major purposes of writing any letter: to give information or to ask information. Some because this letter you will be having in your final term exam, so we will also look at some other letters as well. If, third, which I want to discuss with you, is order letter after these two letters. We will also look at the samples of the order letter as well. So what do you think that what because the same format you have to follow in every letter, and you know that whenever we are writing the body in the first paragraph we have to write the purpose of writing that letter, and in the second paragraph we have to give the details about that particular purpose or whatever why you are writing, and then at the end you have to write the action which you demand. So basic nature of the message will remain same. According to the specification of type on which type of letter you are writing, that basic information will change its specificity according to that purpose. So if I am saying that now you have to write the order letter, what kind of purpose you would write in your first paragraph? Can anyone tell?
मैम क्वेश्चन रिपीट कर देंगे एक दफा
If you are writing an order letter and you know in the first paragraph you write the purpose of the letter, so how would you write your order letter, first paragraph of your order letter, if you are ordering anything?
मैम हम पर्पस नहीं
उसमें
बताएंगे हमारा
इसमें
पर्पस क्या है
डिटेल
वो मैं
मैम
हाँ
हम
जी
डायरेक्ट अपना ऑर्डर बताएंगे, जैसे अगर किसी डिपार्टमेंट का लेटर है तो जो सीईओ ऑर्डर कर रहा है तो वो डायरेक्ट जो पहले फर्स्ट लाइन में हम वो ऑर्डर डिफाइन कर देंगे कि ये काम है।
Okay, so in the details, which details you think that you have to include in writing an order letter?
मैम
मैम
रीजनिंग
परचेज डिटेल आई थिंक।
समी आप बताओ।
मैम उसका पर्पस कि हम लोग किस लिए मंगवा रहे हैं उसको ना,
Okay,
और उसकी
fine.
क्वांटिटी कितनी होनी चाहिए,
क्वांटिटी
और उस स्पेसिफिक उसके बारे में डिटेल्स, प्रोडक्ट के बारे में।
Yes, very good, very accurate answer. So this is the only difference of writing the order letter, that in the order letter first, in the first paragraphs, you have to write the purpose that you want to order these goods or these products from that particular company. Or if you can, I told you that you can write any, you can refer or any meeting or any previous communication or correspondence you have with that particular company. Otherwise, you can directly state the purpose that these things you want to order. So that would be your first paragraph. And in the second paragraph, where you have to write the details, you have to write each and every specification of that particular detail. If you are ordering any product, whatever specification that product has, its color or its features, because it could have different versions. So whatever specification you want, you have to order, because keep this thing in your mind, the quality of the product you will receive at your door, that would be whatever you have written in your letter. Okay, because that letter is the legal document. So whatever you have written, you can't deny at that time, because at that time if you think that something is missing and you want to order something else, but the specification you have written in your letter, they have you have received the same thing, but that was not the same which you want. uh, this is this is what happened because of your write up, because your specifications were not right. So at that time you can't do anything, you have to buy that product. So be very specific whenever you are writing the details of the product, and the quantity you want, and the price which you have seen or which you have discussed with your partner, or that particular company which you have discussed earlier. So write the price as well and the quantity as well, and you have to write in at the end, you have to write the further details regarding the purchasing terms and conditions, that how you are going to pay them. ठीक है, either you're going to you have paid earlier, or either you're going to pay them when you will receive the products, or the way of delivery cash hai or credit card hai, whatever the way of delivery you have chosen. So all these details you have to mention in your order letter. Nature of these details are similar of the basic message which we have discussed, that in the first paragraph you have to write the purpose of writing, then you have to give the details, and then action, that action in the third paragraph where you have to write the action you want that product on which date, where, ठीक है, date or time, you can write the date or time, or you can write the payment method and how you are going to pay. So these things you can include in your third paragraph. So I just want you to see very simple letter. Here you can see, let me. Now you can see we will only read the body, that we highly appreciate you sending us the catalog of your book yesterday. So in the first line, he maintained the relationship which they have before writing that letter. And then he said that please see below for the list of titles we want to purchase. So again, the exact purpose has been written in the first paragraph that they want to purchase, and following is the detail. Keep this thing in your mind that when you have number of things, you can write things in bullet form, and you can write things in a tabular form as well. And if you are ordering different types of things, you have to write the details of each type in different paragraphs. Okay, so you can use bullets and you can use tables as well, and write the exact price. Here the total price has been written, so that there would be no problem after that. And in the last paragraph, we will be able to pay total amount in cash upon delivery of the items. You may deliver them directly to our school's library. So the payment method and the place of delivery has been mentioned over there, or in addition to this, you can also mention the date of delivery as well. Okay, when you want. So this is how, this is very simple essay, sorry, very simple letter, that you can add the very minor details. So you can see that when in this particular table, that person has mentioned the name of the books, quantity, number, that and then the prices and the amount. Okay, so you have to write the description of each and everything. Other than that, other than order letter, we also can write the resignation letter. So what is the resignation letter? Can anyone tell?
मैम जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल उर्दू में अगर हम लोग सिंपल वर्ड्स में कहें तो दस्तबरदारी का लेटर, जो मतलब किसी भी पोस्ट से रिजाइन करने का लेटर.
So resignation letter is when you want to resign from your post from any company. So there are number of reasons
Yes, ma'am.
to resign from your post. You, for example, that you don't like to work over there, or you are ill, you can't continue working, or sometimes you start any new degree and the engagement of that academic work couldn't let you to continue your job, or sometimes you may be relocating or shifting from shifting your house to another city or another area, or many reasons could be, or sometimes you have got a new job. So there are many reasons to resign from your company. So at that time, how you think that you have to write a resignation letter, because that could be a negative message, and that you have to write it very positively, because if you don't want to work over there, So it means that is a negative message that I don't want to work in this company, so I am resigning. So there could be very negative things or negative message due to which you want to leave from that particular company. But keep this thing in your mind, whatever the reason you have to resign, you don't need to write any negative message in that particular letter. So first thing of resignation letter is keeping your purpose aside, either it is a positive or negative. You will not write any negative comment or any negative statement while writing your resignation letter. So this is the first key of writing the resignation letter. Okay? So keep that thing in your mind. If I have written the negative purpose in your statement of resignation letter, so that could be just to check you. Okay? It doesn't mean that if I have written in a question that this is the reason to resign, so ma'am has written in the question, so we also have to write in the while writing the resignation letter. No, that could be just to deviate you or just to check you. Keep one major thing in your mind, that whenever you write the resignation letter, whatever purpose you have, if it is a negative reason to resign, don't write that negative thing in your letter. There should be not ever a single negativity in your resignation letter. So, how we can write a body for resignation letter? In the very on the very first thing, what you have to do, you might have your employment contract, and in that contract you would be you can see that the notice period would be written over there, that you have to complete the notice period of 2 weeks or 1 month or 3 months, whatever the notice period written over there. You have to follow that notice period. In the very first paragraph, you when you have to write the purpose, so you can write, keep one thing in your mind, that whenever you are going to communicate any negative message, you can hide that message and you can write that negative message in your body. Okay? So in the resignation letter that is very sensitive, you can state your purpose that you are resigning from this post. Okay? In the very first paragraph, what you can write, you can write that you are resigning from this post on this date. Okay? And mentioning the notice period, that I will fulfill, I will complete my notice period of 2 weeks or 1 month, and I will resign from on this date. Okay? So that would be your first paragraph of writing the resignation letter. And then you can write three paragraphs, 2 paragraphs for details or 3 paragraphs for detail, for what, how much, it is up to you that um, how many reasons you have to write. Take it. So in the details, what you can do, that you can outline the specific accomplishments you achieved during your tenure of work in that particular company. So it would be very helpful to maintain a very positive or constructive environment with your employer, that you are stating that whatever you have achieved in that particular during that tenure, when you are working over there, and then you can state your reason, that why you are leaving. So keep this thing in your mind, that if your reason is negative, so don't state. In resignation letter, you have this option that you can skip writing your reason. Okay? No one will ask you that why didn't you have written the reason of leaving. Maybe when you submit your resignation letter to your CEO, he will ask you personally. That is another matter. But when you are writing a formal letter, you can skip if it is a negative message. If it is not, you are getting a new job, you want to mention, you can. If you are shifting, you want to mention, you can. If you don't want to mention, it's up to you. So here in the resignation letter, the reason is optional and it's up to you. And other thing which you can write is don't which you can't write, don't leave any negative comment and any negative feedback for that particular company. and at the end, what you can do, call to action, that please accept my resignation letter, or whatever dues you have them. Let's suppose your salary is due, your some there are some insurance policies or whatever thing is due to them. You can ask those things from them as well in the last paragraph, or you can also include such things like uh, that you will cover all the work which is under your which is under you in between these notice period, whatever the days you have. So in those days you will cover all the work which come under your job description. So you will cover all the things which you have to cover, and at the same time they have to complete all the dues which they have to complete at that particular notice period. So this is how you can you can write a resignation letter. So we will see another example, another sample of writing the resignation letter. This is the resignation letter. So, in the very first paragraph, you can write, please accept this letter as my formal resignation from, you have to write the post from the customer service representative or whatever the post you have, effective, आपने डेट बतानी है यहाँ पर, that effective from 27th May, or effective from which date, because that date would be depend upon your notice period, that how much time you have to complete. In the second paragraph, I'm no longer able to continue my responsibilities as member of, you can write the department name or board name. I will now, here you can write the reason. I will be moving away from the area. Okay, the reason could be shifting and will thus be unable to adequately focus the appropriate time and energy towards the board's initiatives. So that would be the reason of leaving that particular company. So in the third paragraph, so for this letter, you can, or for any letter, you can, if you have more details, you can write 2 to 3 paragraphs for the details. First paragraph for the purpose and last paragraph for the conclusion, for the action. But you can write 2 to 3 paragraphs for the details. Here, 2 paragraphs have been written for the details. Now, in this paragraph, he is outlining the things which he have accomplished or he has achieved during his tenure over there. I am thankful for the opportunity to work towards and accomplish board objectives during my tenure. I have been honored to serve with all of you to achieve your collective goals, and I am still passionate about the board's mission. I am more than willing to lend support when and where I can in the future. Okay, so these are all accomplishments and what you can do for them. Okay, you can mention over there. If you just can cover the work during that notice period, you can write that you will complete all these tasks during your notice period. Or if you want to give them, you want to offer your extra time in the future as well, you can mention that as well. In the last paragraph, please let me know how I can be of assistance during the transaction period, the notice period. I wish you and the board the very best going forward. I will always be in ardent support of our shared cause. So here he doesn't want anything. So if you have some dues, you can mention over there in the last paragraph. Okay? So this is a sample of writing the resignation letter. So far, we have discussed and we have discussed how we can write a complaint letter, order letter, apology, adjustment letter, and resignation letter. We will also discuss the cover letter and the sales letter. But before moving towards those letters, we will first discuss how to write the resume, because cover letter we always write for the job, that is the job application, that is the second name of job application, cover letter. So I want you to design your resume we will learn first how to design resume, and then we will write the cover letter, because that would be easy for you when you have designed all your resume, including all the skills and achievements, or all the academic details or experiences in your resume. Then it would be very easy for you to write the cover letter. So we will resume writing the letters now, and we will move on to the
मैम
जी
मैम वो ये पूछना था कि मतलब ये जो रिजाइन लेटर है, रेजिग्नेटेड लेटर, इसमें रीजन तो हमेशा नेगेटिव ही होती है, तो अगर अगर परमानेंट रिजाइन करना चाह रहा है एक बंदा, तो उसको वो लीव मतलब रीजन तो बतानी पड़ेगी, तो रीजन होती नेगेटिव है।
But you can't write the negative reason in your resignation letter. You can't, if the CEO or the boss ask you in person, then you can discuss. But don't write it in your write up. Okay?
ठीक हो गया मैम, थैंक यू।
Okay, so I was talking about that we will resume our letters here, because we have to write the cover letter as well. That is for sure. But before writing the cover letter, we will discuss how to write the resume. That is very important for you, and that is your one last assignment, that how to write the resume. You all will design your resumes, because now this is compulsory for all of you, that you should have designed your resumes, and you are the computer science students. I hope that you will design your resumes very well. But we will discuss one by one, step by step, how we can include things in your resume. But before moving towards the resume, I just want to discuss some details regarding your report submission and your project presentation. First of all, you all have to email me on ikra.fatma@usa.edu.pk before 7 or till 7th May, your projects, your reports. So, and your first presentation, I think if I'm not wrong, you have your presentations from 12th May. So I have mentioned the dates with the group names, that when they have their presentations. So how we will conduct the presentations? You at the same time at 8:30, we will I will give you the code, and you all will come here. I will mark your attendance as well, same as I am marking through this criteria, that I'm looking into these names and I'm marking your attendance. So at that time, the first group, very first group, group 1 at 8:30, all the members should be ready. First thing which is very important, that at that day when you all have your presentations, your internet problem, there shouldn't be any internet problem. Your internet should be proper. And let's suppose if we have 4 members like Sami, Abdullah, or Imtisal, or Mohsin, we have 4 members, and Imtisal is going to present first, and we have Sami, and we have Abdullah, and we have Mohsin. So first, these all 4 members will on their cameras. You have to be well prepared in your dressing as well, because I will see how you have dressed up. Because if you, it doesn't matter, because on camera techniques you also have learned in your last semester in communication skills, that how you can present when you are when you have to present on camera. So first thing, your dressing should be proper whenever you are going, you have your presentation. After that, wherever you are sitting, your background should be proper. Your camera shouldn't be moving again and again. Your camera should be still. Okay? If you have mobile phones, please set your mobile phones. If you have laptops, whatever you have, it should be still, so that your picture shouldn't be shaking. Or after that, you have to look into the camera, because I'm also practicing these things, because we are not used to. So it happens that you, when it is more difficult when you can't see any person and you are looking into the camera. Sometimes it feels like it am I making foolish to myself, but we have to do. I have to teach you like this. I am teaching you like this. So I'm also practicing looking into the camera. So you also have to look into the camera, because very first thing of presentation is you have to maintain the eye contact with the audience. So here on the Google Meet, how you can make eye contact with the audience? Only by looking into the camera. Okay? So I think it's more difficult when you are not experienced, but I think it's more easy if you have practiced it looking into the camera, because whenever you are presenting, you have to and in front of the audience, you have to look into the whole audience, towards your right, left, or in the middle. But here you just have to look into the camera, focus on one point. So dressing, eye contact, how you can maintain in on Google Meet, and camera still should be still. One tip I want to give you, that the group members, 4 to 5 members, when they have the presentation, what they can do, that they can practice one session, that they four can have a Google Meet meeting, and they can record their meeting as well. And after that, they can see that how they can see how they have presented. So practice on Google Meet with your group fellows before presentation, so that you can cover major mistakes before your presentation. Keep this thing in your mind. This recording is not only I am watching you, every person, anyone can watch you. ठीक है, so this recording can be seen by your HOD or your dean or any person, because they are still watching, so they can watch your presentations as well. ठीक है, so you should be very well prepared, so that there shouldn't be any flaw. So these are the things which I really want to discuss with you. And for the presentation, every time I will read your project. If I see any problem in that particular project before your presentation, I will let you know, so that you can change accordingly. You can make amendments in your projects, so that when you are presenting, there shouldn't be any flaw in your presentation. Okay? If by chance, if I missed any project, and I haven't given you any comment or remarks on your project before your presentation, so kindly ask me that, Miss, if there is any problem, so that we can change that thing, or everything is fine, we can present. If by mistake, otherwise I will make sure that there wouldn't be any group left, that I haven't given any comment before their presentation. So keep these things very seriously. You have your final terms on 8th June, and you have Eid in between that too. So there is a lot of work to do. And when one group has done with his presentation, start working on your final terms, because in these terms you would be having your all syllabus before midterm and after midterm. So every all the syllabus will come in your final term. So after mid, we are covering the letter, we will cover the resume writing, and then we will cover the memo writing as well. So all these 5 to 6 topics you will have for your final term. So don't waste your time, because we don't have much time. So in the letter, I am telling you that you would be having 6 letters, 7 letters, you can say. Complaint letter, apology, and adjustment letter, both are same. Order letter, resignation letter, cover letter, and sales letter. So you have 7 letters which you can have in your final term. So from now we will start the resume writing, and then we will cover the memo. But in between these things, don't forget to focus on your presentations, because these presentations are very important for you. You have 15 marks for this project plus presentation. So one tip which I can give you: do practice on Google Meet, record your practice, and ask feedback from your fellows, and give yourself after feedback after watching that recording as well. Now, I want you, if you have any question regarding your presentation or project, you can ask me.
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम
जी
मैम मिड से पहले का भी इंक्लूड होगा फाइनल्स में?
हाँ जी, सारा सिलेबस इंक्लूड होगा,
तो मैम बाकी सब्जेक्ट्स में तो ऐसे नहीं है।
इसमें होगा।
ठीक है।
एनी अदर क्वेश्चन?
मैम तो मिड से पहले का सिलेबस ऐड करने की कोई स्पेसिफिक रीजन? एमसीक्यूज टाइप?
हाँ, because you have it's not final yet, which is why I'm not telling you, but it's first draft which the controller examination has shared, that it might be possible that you have your final term exam 40 MCQs and 40 marks for subjective questions. Okay, so you might have the 80 marks paper in which you have 40 MCQs and 40 marks subjective paper. It's not confirmed yet, but it has been discussed yet.
ओके मैम। मैम लेकिन जो सब्जेक्टिव पार्ट है
मैम और
उसके
ये
लिए हमारे
कंफर्म
पास टाइम थोड़ा रह जाएगा।
बताओ बेटा, मुझसे ना पहले बताओ।
मैम जो सब्जेक्टिव टाइप है हमारे पास सब्जेक्ट है उसके लिए हमारे पास टाइम कम नहीं रह जाएगा अगर हमने लेटर लिखना है? वैसे तो लेटर ही आता है ज़्यादातर, तो
हाँ
लेटर ही आएगा। और
इसीलिए I haven't discussed the pattern, paper pattern, because it has been just discussed. So let it be final. Then I will intimate you about the format, about the timing. Okay? I have just discussed content, syllabus, and your project presentations. But for your information, that it could be like when it gets final, I will also tell you about the paper pattern and the timing for the paper as well.
ओके मैम।
जी समी।
मैम ये पूछना था कि इज इट कंफर्म दैट मतलब जैसे मिड पहले हुए थे अभी ऑनलाइन हुए थे तो फाइनल भी ऑनलाइन होंगे?
आप दुआ करें कि ना हो ऑनलाइन।
नहीं, ऑनलाइन ज्यादा अच्छे हैं, मतलब इजी होते हैं।
ऑनलाइन अच्छे हैं तो चलें फिर आपके ऑनलाइन हो जाएंगे। 8 जून को है, इट्स कंफर्म दैट यू हैव योर फाइनल पेपर्स ऑन 8 जून। सो अभी तक जो पैटर्न डिसाइड किया जा रहा है दैट इज फॉर ऑनलाइन फाइनल टर्म। एनी अदर क्वेश्चन बेटा?
मैम
जी जी
मैम ये फाइनल की परसेंटेज कितनी होगी फाइनल टर्म की?
दैट इज 50%।
और मैम ये जो प्रोजेक्ट है अभी जो प्रेजेंटेशन वाला,
दैट इज 15 मार्क्स प्रोजेक्ट, एग्जैक्ट 15
ठीक हो
मार्क्स।
गया मैम, थैंक यू।
एनी अदर क्वेश्चन?
मैम फाइनल 40 मार्क्स का नहीं होगा टोटल?
नहीं, इफ इट इज ऑनलाइन टोटल। अच्छा टोटल,
यस मैम।
अच्छा
उसका वेटेज 40% होगा मैम मेरे ख्याल से।
25, एक मिनट, 25 is for your midterm, 15 is for your project, that would be 40, and 10 is for quiz, and 10 is for assignment. Let me confirm. I think it's 40. I think 10 is
Okay,
for
ma'am.
quizzes and 10 is for quizzes and 10 is for assignments. Then it would be 40, I think, final. Yes.
Yes ma'am।
Yes.
मैम सेशनल के कितनी होगी?
Sessional is 15 marks for your project, 10 is for quizzes and 10 is for assignment. 35.
मैम हमारा क्विज तो एक ही हुआ है तो एक और भी होगा?
हाँ जी होगा। Assignments, you have left with only one assignment, that is resume. You have to design your resume. After you will have your quiz. You will be having your quiz because we have one quiz on report writing, which we have done with before mid, and now we will be having 2 quizzes at least on the letter and email and memo.
टू क्विज़ेस होंगे लेटर के और एक ईमेल का।
ईमेल एंड मेमो।
ईमेल तो
दोबारा रिपीट कर लीजिए डेट प्रेजेंटेशन की।
जी जी
मैम ईमेल का कब होगा और लेटर का कब होगा क्विज?
You will be having your quiz on letter on Thursday after the Thursday's class.
Coming Thursday?
Yes, day after tomorrow.
परसों?
मैम प्रेजेंटेशंस की डेट बता दीजिएगा काइंडली।
बेटा अब इस तरह मुझे आपके ग्रुप की तो नहीं पता। You can see on the project instructions the list has been mentioned over there that on which date your group has the presentation. Otherwise, presentations are going to start from 12th May.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
ठीक है। And the next thing is you have 2 quizzes. हाँ जी। You 2 quizzes at least. So.
मैम मेरा क्वेश्चन था कि मैम वो हमारा जो आपने लिस्ट शेयर की थी ना, तो हमने क्लास में आपसे ग्रुप डिस्कस किया था, तो ग्रुप का टॉपिक भी तो जो अब आपने लिस्ट शेयर किया है उसमें ग्रुप का टॉपिक और है चेंज है। मतलब हमने तो अपना जो टॉपिक आपसे साइन करवाया था उस पर हमने थोड़ा काम भी किया था, तो जो बाकी लड़कियां ना ग्रुप में उनसे तो हमारा कोई कांटेक्ट है नहीं। तो अब काइंडली आप हमें लादा जो ग्रुप है वही साइन करें जो हमने आपसे साइन करवाया था टॉपिक, उस पर हमने काम किया हुआ है काफी।
बेटा टेल मी योर नेम फर्स्ट।
मैम साद अली मेरा नाम है और हमारे ग्रुप मेंबर थे वो, उसमें से जो है ना वो लड़कियां उनसे एक तो कोई कांटेक्ट नहीं है, हमारा फाइनल सेमेस्टर है, तो मैंने आपसे जो है ना वो साइन करवाया था ग्रुप का।
अच्छा।
क्लास में ड्यूरिंग क्लास फिजिकली क्लास जब हो रही थी फर्स्ट वीक में, तो मैंने आपसे वो ग्रुप का ग्रुप के नेम भी और टॉपिक भी साइन करवा लिया था। तो अब जो है वो ग्रुप में जो है वो टॉपिक और साइन हुआ है लिस्ट में हमें।
लेट मी सी फर्स्ट। हाँ जी साथ बेटा मुझे बताओ कौन सा आपका ग्रुप है इसमें से।
मैम ग्रुप नंबर 7 है साद अली।
हाँ जी शहरियार।
मैम यस इसमें मैम एक तो लड़का जी मैम यही लड़कियां, लेकिन है ना इसमें एक लड़का मिसिंग है जो मेरे ग्रुप में जो मेरा ग्रुप मेंबर है, मतलब हम एक ही सेमेस्टर, जमशेद तालिब हुसैन।
हाँ जी वो मुझे कल उसने बताया था
जी मैम
साल ने। हाँ जी अब ये टॉपिक नहीं
लेकिन ये मैम हमारा ग्रुप नो मैम हमने जो है ना वो टॉपिक हम दोनों ने लदा आपको दिया था कि हमने उस पर काम करना है, तो आपने कहा चलो ठीक है। आपने हमें टॉपिक वो साइन किया था एवेल्यूशन ऑफ वेपन्स इन पाकिस्तान, तो हमने उस पर काम भी कर लिया काफी। अब दूसरे लड़कों से हमारा कोई कांटेक्ट नहीं है कि कहाँ कैसे करना।
अच्छा साथ लेट मी कंफर्म दैट you and Jamshed want to work separately.
Yes ma'am, yes
of course.
अच्छा and you want to have another topic. Yes?
Yes ma'am, of course ma'am, yes.
Okay, you will be having your presentation on the same date.
Okay ma'am.
I am not going to upload it again, but
yes ma'am.
Now you have to keep this thing in your mind. Okay?
ठीक है मैम। Yes ma'am.
Your presentation on 19th May and your topic is evaluation of weapons
in Pakistan. एंड मैम एक लड़का और भी था हमारे ग्रुप में, उसको भी ऐड करना है, सलमान अता मोहम्मद।
वो और
नेम किसी ग्रुप
में है?
नहीं किसी ग्रुप में नहीं है मैम।
अच्छा
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम।
हाँ जी
मैम आपके पास अपडेटेड लिस्ट नहीं है जो बाद में बच्चे ऐड हुए हैं ग्रुप में?
बताएं बेटा आप अपना ग्रुप।
नहीं है ठीक है मैम, ये लास्ट पर है।
ठीक है अच्छा अब आप सबको ये तो पता है ना कि आप सब ने मुझे प्रोजेक्ट कब सबमिट कराना है। प्रोजेक्ट सबमिशन की डेट क्या है?
7th मई।
7th मई।
और ये जो लिस्ट है ये किस चीज की है?
प्रेजेंटेशंस की लिस्ट है।
प्रेजेंटेशन की
Yes.
टॉपिक्स
और and you will be having your letter quiz on which date?
30
मैम
अप्रैल।
प्रेजेंटेशन की स्लाइड भी हम सहमत को ही सबमिट करवाएंगे।
Letter quiz. जी जी
प्रेजेंटेशन की स्लाइड्स भी हम सहमत को ही सबमिट करवाएंगे।
नहीं नहीं नहीं, प्रेजेंटेशन स्लाइड्स मैं उसी दिन आपकी प्रेजेंटेशन वाले दिन देखूंगी या मार्क्स दूंगी।
मैम क्विज बता दें कब है?
Day after tomorrow on Thursday.
मैम सब्जेक्टिव टाइप होगा?
ओके मैम।
You have to write the letter. I will give you the situation and you have to write the letter.
ओके मैम।
And after the class, you will have a class on Thursday. And just now that we are ending this class, so after ending the class at 9:15, you will start your quiz.
ओके मैम।
Okay, and from the next class we will learn the resume writing, and side by side you have to design your resume as well. I am telling you that this is your last assignment of resume writing, that you have to design your resume. We will learn how to design the resume and you will design side by side. Okay, and I haven't assigned the date of resume yet. Can you all tell me that which date is suitable for you? Do you want to submit your resume on 30th May, or you can submit it before that?
मैम
मैम
बाकी
रेज्यूमे
सब्जेक्ट्स की भी काफी ज्यादा सेक्शन है, तो डिले कर ले नेक्स्ट वीक तक।
30 मई का है मैडम ने।
30th May
30 मैम तब तक कर लेंगे इजीली।
हो जाएगा तब तक?
यस मैम।
मैम आपने कहा है 9:15 के बाद क्विज होना है, वो आज का कहा है या आपने परसों का कहा है?
परसों परसों बेटा परसों।
वो हमने ऑफलाइन होने के बाद क्विज करना है।
हाँ जी, पहले क्लास होगी फिर क्विज होगा।
वो कितना टाइम होगा? वो मतलब थोड़ा टाइम?
जी बेटा, आपको मैं 1 घंटा दे दूंगी लेटर लिखने के लिए।
लेकिन मैम
ठीक है मैम, क्योंकि हमारे
क्लास
कंसेक्टिव क्लास होती है, उसके बाद बिल्कुल ही 5 मिनट बाद कंसेक्टिव क्लास शुरू हो जाती है दूसरी
अच्छा
प्रोफेशनल प्रैक्टिस की।
तो फिर हम ऐसे ही कर लेते हैं, हम 8 बजे क्विज रख लेते हैं, आधा घंटा आप लोग क्विज करना, 8:30 पे क्लास रखेंगे।
मैम क्विज का टाइम आप किसी और स्लॉट में रख लें, 8 बजे तो वैसे भी उठा नहीं जाता, हम 8:30 बजे बहुत मुश्किल से उठ रहे हैं आजकल।
बेटा फिर बाकी सबकी भी क्लासेस होती है ना, we have to cover it on our timings.
मैं वीकेंड पे रख लें क्विज अगर?
मैम 5 बजे रख ले।
अच्छा चले, I will discuss the timings of quiz with Imtisal. He will let me confirm about the timings. Okay?
Okay ma'am.
ओके मैम।
Okay beta, start working on your projects, and if you need any kind of help you can comment me on Google Classroom and you can email me as well. Okay beta, Allah Hafiz.